Hello everyone! Today we are from Group 2, consists of me, Jovita Junilla, as CEO.
And me as the CEO, Hesty Aprilia Rachmadany.
And me, Devanya ini Tohib as CMO.
And me, Raisya Putri Agustin as CFO.
And me, Safa Humaira as CTO.
Today we are going to present our group final project about supply chain management of enterprise system course. First of all, we're going to explain about our case analysis of Telkom Indonesia company. So, Telekomunikasi Indonesia is a leading telecommunications provider in Indonesia that faces a critical situation due to geopolitical tension between the US and China because they use internet boxes or modems from China for their home internet service in the home. That America recently stopped their ZTE from selling things, which makes Telkom Indonesia worried they won't be able to get more internet boxes. Why this is bad? Because if Telkom Indonesia can get more internet boxes, it might be hard for them to fix or improve their service. This could make customer unhappy and hurt Telkom Indonesia's business. What next? We'll talk about some ideas to help Telkom Indonesia deal with this problem.
The second one is analyze the cause of the problems and propose the solutions by using mind map. The first problem is infrastructure development that is hindered by natural disaster or bad weather. There are three solutions. The first one is implement disaster resilient design. It is incorporate disaster resistance technologies and materials in infrastructure projects to withstand natural disaster and extreme weather conditions. Second solution is establish contingency plans. It is develop and maintain comprehensive emergency response and recovery plans to minimize downtimes and ensure quick restorations of services. The second problem is did not obtain permission from the government for infrastructure development. There are three solutions. The first one is engage in early dialogue with authorities. It is initiate discussions with relevant government bodies early in the planning stages to understand requirements and gain support for infrastructure projects. The second solution is build strong relationship. It is foster strong relationship with government officials and stakeholders to facilitate smoother approval processes. The third solution is transparency and public consultations. It is maintain transparency and involve local communities in the planning process to build trust and gain broader support for projects. The third problem is the Cold War or geopolitical tension between the United States and China has had an impact on Huawei. There are three solutions. The first one is diversify suppliers. It is reduce dependency on Huawei by identifying and engaging alternative suppliers from different geopolitical regions. The second solution is develop in-house capabilities. It is invest in the development of in-house technologies and capabilities to decrease reliance on foreign suppliers. The third solution is monitor regulatory changes. It is stay informed about international regulations and trade policies to anticipate and adapt to changes that may affect the supply chain. The last problem is the position of the equator in Indonesia makes it prone to satellite interferences. There are three solutions. The first one is use advanced satellite technology. It is invest in advanced satellite technology designed to minimize interference and enhance signal stability in equatorial regions. The second solution is to optimize satellite positioning. It is work with satellite providers to optimize satellite in positioning and frequency allocation to reduce the impact of interference. And the last solution is continuous monitoring and maintenance. It established a continuous monitoring system to detect and address interference issues promptly, ensuring reliable service delivery.
Okay. Next. Previous research of journals or articles from internet relate to similar problems. We are talking about the first article explain challenge faced by China's tech company ZTE Corp due to US regulatory actions. On April 16, 2018, the US Department of Commerce banned American companies from selling parts and software to ZTE for 7 years due to illegal shipments to Iran. This may prevent ZTE from using Android on its device. Additionally, the FCC proposed rules to block purchase from companies deemed security threats, affecting ZTE and Huawei. The US-China trade tension impact global supply chains and business investment. Second article explained PT Sanggar Jaya Abadi has been awarded a quality assurance certification by PT Telekomunikasi Indonesia.
Okay, so in point C, let me explain is the problem why Indonesia have this problem with satellite signals is because the location is near to equator and then the high solar activity increase ions and electrons which affect the NS signal. We need to monitor the ionosphere to predict this disruption. Solar flares increase electron charge, which can delay or interrupt communication and navigation. In point D is having some key points. The first one is important to have a secure and disaster ready network for business. The key steps is for the first one, accessories, and then choose the right hardware and technology. The third is monitor security continuously, and then encrypt the data, have a backup system, and then use cloud service for scalability and disaster recovery. The last one is train staff or security test regularly and prepare for the emergency to ensure business continuity and data protection. The point in the point E, they have some key points either. Is for the first one is Telkom Group focus on CSR guided by governance and ethics. And then the program aim at socio-economic development, community welfare, and environmental protection. After that, there's an alliance with the Sustainable Development Goals, or they called by SDGs, set by the Indonesian government. The focus area are health, education, gender equality, clean energy, and infrastructure. The conclusion is for the first one, Indonesia needs to prepare for satellite signal disruption due to its location, which is near to equator. And then the second one is business must build secure and disaster-ready networks to protect data and ensure operation. The third one is Telkom Group CSR efforts support national and global goals for community and environmental well-being. Done.
So after we analyze the problem and we elaborate about the problem solution, now we are going to evaluate the group solutions for company's problem by comparing with previous best practice proposed solutions. The proposed solutions address some of the challenges, but there are some gaps compared to the previous best practice. For the first one, if infrastructure development hindered by natural disasters or bad weather. And for the gap is the proposed solution don't explicitly address this problem, and the best practice from us is implement disaster resilient design and establish contingency plans. And the second one is didn't obtain permission from the government for infrastructure development. And for the gap is the proposed solution don't explicitly address this problem, and the best practice from us is engage in early dialogue with authorities, build strong relationship and transparency and public consultation. And the third, the Cold War or geopolitical tension between the United States and China has had an impact on Huawei. And for the gap is the proposed solution don't explicitly address this problem. And for the best practice is diversify suppliers, develop in-house capabilities, and monitor regulatory change. And for the last is the position of the Ecuador in Indonesia makes it prone to satellite interference. And for the match is use advanced satellite technology is a good solution, and for the gap is no. And for the best practice is optimized satellite positioning and continuous monitoring and maintenance are also recommended. So that's all from us, and that's all the group solution for the problem in supply chain management in PT Telkom Indonesia. Okay, so I will give back this presentation to our CEO. Time is yours.
Thank you guys for hearing our presentation. I hope this presentation is useful for you guys, and see you next time.